So we're at Kingsbury Water Park today, which is just outside Sutton Coldfield. It sort of sits between Sutton Coldfield and Tamworth. On the eastern side it sits on the River Tame, and to the west side of it there is a canal, and the rumble you can hear in the background is the M6, which the park sort of passes under through a couple of bridges. It's probably the least wild place we've been so far, and the reason that I say it's the least wild place we've been so far is it's not a natural landscape. This was originally a load of gravel pits, and when they finished digging out gravel, what they did was they basically let the pits flood and then turned it into a manufactured wetland area. Wetland areas are really, really ecologically important. They have a load of purposes. First of all, they're great for bird life, particularly wetland birds obviously, but they can attract the woodland areas around them, attract all sorts of other birds as well. This as a habitat, it has the wetlands, so there's 15 lakes or pools on the site. There's some open grasslands areas like the one that's behind me. There's a fairly sizable woodland area as well. So there's a real mosaic of habitats that are here, and that brings a lot of biodiversity with it. Wetland areas are great for absorbing carbon. Certainly during the early stages they tend to even out, and perhaps in their later stages give off a little bit of carbon, depends on the wetland. But what they also do is they reduce and prevent floods. So every river that you see should have huge wetland areas on it. Not continuously, there should be marshes, there should be lakes, there should be pools, there should be ponds. But what happens with those is when you get heavy rainfall, they should soak up a lot of the rainfall, particularly marshy wetlands. And one of the things that we've tended to do is clear our marshy wetlands and build on them. So when we hear people say, oh, well, they've built on a floodplain, what that actually means is we've built on an area that should be relatively marshy, and when those areas are built on, there's nowhere for that water to go when you do get the heavy rain, other than into your garden or into your house. So building or creating wetlands along rivers is absolutely essential, and this is a huge, I think it's 600 acres, so that's something like 240 hectare, so it's a massive area of really good created wetland. So that's where we are today. We're going to wander around, and I think there's a pool that's called the Otter Pool. We're sort of heading up into that area. We might see an otter, I doubt it, but that's essentially what we're looking for. If we don't see otter, we're trackers. We're looking for otter signs, so that's a win for us even if we don't see the animal. So that's why we're here today. It's incredibly easy to access. There's good parking all around, there's good hard standing paths all around, so it is a country park rather than a really natural area, but well worth a visit and well worth a walk. Push buggies around it, ride bikes around it, you can do all of that because it's a country park. So yeah, that's why we're here. We'll head up now towards the Otter Pool. Oh yeah, and there's a light railway track which you can, great for riding around with on your kids, but it's not running at the moment. I think it only runs in summer. Yeah, really interesting site, so we'll have a look at it.